But hey guys, it's a Wendy, aka Kitty Street. Welcome back to another video. I'm gonna call this one a little bit of this and a little bit of that because oh my goodness, where do I begin? So I want to talk a little bit about some stuff that I purchased in good old Orlando, Florida, or maybe it was Kissimmee or Kissimmee. I don't know how you actually say that word, but it was some part of Florida. I also want to talk about Buc-ee's, if you don't know about Buc-ee's, and some other little stores that I hit up in Florida while I was on vacation because we had a plan to do a lot of shopping before we got into the Walt Disney bubble. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, go check out my community tab. I've been posting different things. We got on a special kind of dining plan for Walt Disney World, and I just took a girls trip with 3 people, me, my mom, and my sister, no kids, and it was absolutely wonderful, except a couple of things. Number one, I am getting old, and I felt it this entire trip. I don't know if it's because I'm a little bit more out of shape. I have no clue, but oh my gosh, the heat, the walking, you know, the bed situation in the bedrooms. We had a room, and bless these people hard. I don't want to ever knock anything about Disney World because they're totally awesome people. It's a total awesome company to me, and they go out of their way, but we just had some issues, but we dealt with them because we were just so happy to be on vacation. And in the long run, it taught me a couple of lessons, right? Number one, I'm probably going to need to get myself in better shape if I'm ever going to tackle that kind of walking situation again with the heat. Also, it rained every single day towards the evening, and us knuckleheads never, ever, not once. And the one time that I did have a poncho, which I want to talk about that in a review coming up soon. Oh my goodness. We never had any kind of umbrella. My sister one time had an umbrella hat. I didn't have a poncho. I mean, it was just a total craziness, but it was so much fun. So I say all that to say this, guys. I'm back. I'm ready to do a video. I don't know how long this is going to take. I debated whether I was going to break this up in several different videos, and then I just realized, you know what? Let me just shove it all into one. So go ahead and get you something to drink, maybe even a snack, and let's hang out and let's just chit chat because I'm going to definitely put in the thumbnail hashtag chatty video. I just don't know how long it will be. Got a lot of different little things and things that, you know, were just really interesting to me, or things that I just had to have, and now I want to show you what they are. But we're going to back up a little bit. I do want to say to everybody, happy birthday. I know it's already mid-September. It's what, the 15th, now 14th, 15th. I don't know what exact day I'm putting out this video. My daughter's birthday was on Friday the 13th. I did a lot of babysitting the minute I came back from Disney World that I wasn't expecting, because I was going to try to put out this video 2 or 3 days ago, but it just time got after me, and then I was back to my working full-time job and yada, 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 yada. I just didn't get to it till today, and today I just decided, okay, it's happening, but it's late on a Saturday evening, and I don't even know if I'm going to be able to get this edited and put out, but we shall see. We shall see. But let me make sure I always say to you guys, happy birthday if you had a happy birthday or had a birthday in September. And, you know, comment again. I know I had to put it in one of my videos in the fine print or whatever, the print into the video, because I knew I wasn't sure when I was actually going to leave to go on vacation. So I just wanted to shout out when I first put the September videos out, because I did have a little bit of sense to make a couple videos as I was leaving out. And I'm so glad that I did, because I was pooped when I came back. And yeah, I had to get back out of the vacation mode back into reality, right? Which I don't want to be in reality. I really loved the vacation mode, except I needed to be in better shape and I needed to have more money, right? More money and more time. So I say all that to say this, guys. I have a lot of stories to tell you. I'm going to pick and choose what I can. Like, share, comment if you're new. Yeah, this is an oddball video. It's just one that I'm just going to be tackling you know, different little stores. I did go to DD's discount stores in Florida. I went to the Dollar Tree. I went to Wally World, Walmart. I went to Burlington Coat Factory. I went to a little mini mall. We went to a couple of little vintage shop, and then another one that was called the Hope Chest, which was like a I guess like a little thrifting shop, and I'll talk about those. I hope I get it in this video, because oh my goodness, we did a lot in this trip, and it really wore me down. And let me just say a little thing about, first let me say about the birthdays, before I forget that. happy birthday to you guys. I put something in my community tab about my daughter's birthday on Friday the 13th. And I just want to say thank you for all the people who wished her a happy birthday. She was just blown away by that. And I don't want to forget to say that. I'm also going to, you know, put a little tag in my community tab. It's not everybody sees my community tab. But yes, thank you from the bottom of my heart. You guys rock. And I'm just so appreciative because my daughter's going through it. I'm not going to get into it right now. I know I said this here and I said that there. Every time I go on vacation, when I come back, there's like this craziness going on. And it is some craziness, but it's nothing bad. It's just kind of like upheavaled myself because my daughter's going through it. Then my son pops in and he's like, I need to come home for a couple months till I transition into another apartment. And I'm thinking, here we go. So it's fun times. Always fun times in the Kitty Street house, right? I digress. But anyhow, happy birthday to you guys that already had your birthdays, and definitely for you guys that are having birthdays coming up at the end of the month, middle and end of the month of September. My granny's birthday is September 25th. I think I asked my mom and I meant to go reach out and ask my aunts. I'm pretty sure it's the 25th. I'm sure somebody's going to correct me and my family if I'm wrong, but it was somewhere around that time. And my granny was just my heart and soul. I felt like she spoiled me. I was like, you know, I lived with her for a couple years in my life and I just, you know, miss her to pieces. But she was a true Libra and I loved her. We got along so well till we didn't, right? We had that love-hate relationship, but I will always respect her and I miss her to death. I know you guys have people in your life that are no longer with you, and I can definitely relate to that because she's one of those people. All right, enough of that, talking about that stuff, and let's talk about some interesting facts. And I'm going to start off with this bag right here. So some interesting facts was this. I already know there was another creator that already put out a video. So you already kind of know. I'm going to try to backtrack it and go around it and do my own swing to it, because this is like the funniest story ever. And when I say it's the funniest story ever, I could not even imagine. I can't make this stuff up. I literally can't make this stuff up. So I was going to Florida, and I know some people who are creators that live in Florida, and we were like, okay, we're going to kind of meet up here, there, whatever. They love Dee-Dee's. They love the Dollar Tree. They do Temu hauls and all that stuff. So we decided to meet up for the very first time. And I don't know if I'm going to put it in my thumbnail. I don't actually know what my thumbnail is going to be at this point because there's just so much to talk about in this video. Guys, I have missed coming and just hanging out with you because it's like I just need to talk this stuff out because I just cannot make this stuff up. So the first place that I was going to meet these creators, and I'm going to go ahead and tell you who it is. It's Crazy. Her name is Linda with Crazy Mimi Yup. You have to go check out her channel if you're not already subscribed. The word crazy is definitely her name. They could have picked a better name for that. And her sidekick, which she calls him Einstein, she calls him Pumpkinhead, she calls him a whole lot of different things, but I'm going to call him Steve, okay? Steve and Linda they live in Florida, and I decided we were going to try to meet up at some point or another. And I'm going to say it a third time. You can't make this stuff up. So I was staying at some kind of funky butt hotel, and we call that, when we say funky butt hotels, that means, I don't know how we found out about this hotel. It was actually a really nice one, but we don't even know the name. It was like, I don't even remember the name. If I remember, I'll put it up in the video. But we stayed overnight one night in this really gorgeous room that was huge. It was actually bigger than the ones at Walt Disney World, and I would have loved to stay there the whole week. But anyway, I digress. So we were in that area, and I kind of gave out the address. And when the address to Steve and Linda, they decided that we were going to meet up at one of those Disney clearance stores, which was fine. We always hit up the flea markets and those kind of places like that. We tried to hit up as many stores as we could before we got into the Disney World bubble, because that's a whole nother story. It literally could be like a whole nother video or videos, but I'm going to try to wrap this up because I know not everybody, you know, is Disney World people, and I am going to get into showing you some stuff. Again, hashtag chatty, just bear with me. This bag is going to be the first one, but you've got to hear me out on this story, because when I met Linda and Steve for the first time, the cops were involved. Yes, the cops were involved. It was crazy town. And I don't understand even how it came to these pieces, to this part of this story. But when I walked into this little it was like I don't know, it was in a kind of weird part of town of Florida. I know it was in Orlando, and it just said Disney clearance. And we walked in, it was a huge store, and it had all the little things, you know, that they have knockoffs of this and dupes of different things. And I bought some couple things I'm going to show you here in just a moment. So hang on. I haven't forgot. I know it's probably 5, 10, 15 minutes into the video, but that's okay. You can, you know, speed it up and see what I got. I might put some chapters in there for you so you don't have to listen to all this. But again, this is just me storytelling, right? So let's figure out how the police came involved with this. So I have never met Crazy Mimi Yup and her sidekick Steve, right? Never. Only on video, just like everybody else in the YouTube universe. So when she pulls up, first off, my sister was already, she had to go to the restroom, and she had went to the Waffle House. And you know there's a Waffle House involved in this story, right? She went to the Waffle House to use the restroom because they didn't have a restroom available to the patrons in this Disney clearance store, go figure. And at that time, Steve comes in and he's holding, and I got to meet the little puppy dog. I'm going to try to put in some videos here and there, I hope, of Alley Cat. And she didn't like me at first, but then she grew on me, I guess, after she knew I was not going to be a bad person. And I got to meet Alley Cat, and he was holding her, and he was holding Linda's phone. And apparently he needed to go to the restroom. And I said, well, you can go to the Waffle House because there's not one here in the store. And I said, my sister just came back from there. So he's messing with her. And I know I hear him say something to Linda like, people keep calling your phone and I just keep hanging up. And I mean, we're just like shopping, we're talking. And I got to stop right here and say this before I forget. Now, Linda she will tell you about her business. She has a lot of things going on with her. And I want to say something about this. Linda, if you're watching, and I know eventually you will watch this, I am super, super proud of you, because when she got out of the car, because I know she has her scooter and she has issues walking sometimes if she's, you know, getting back into exercising. She got out, she was walking through the store. And of course, I was being considerate because I'm like, Steve's about to walk off. I'm going to, you know, stay close to Linda. I don't want anything to happen to her. And here he is messing with her phone, and he messed around and called an app on her phone. And long story short, it was like a 911. I know she told what it was, but it's like a specific app that, you know, when you hit that one, I guess like if you fall down or you're in trouble, they call you to make sure you're okay. Well, they kept calling. That's who was calling when Steve walked off to go to the restroom at the Waffle House. And when he came back, he kind of made a face, and we're just steady shopping, and I'm kind of walking around with Linda. But Linda, I'm so proud of you, because she walked around this store with all the clothing tight together. It was crazy. And I didn't video any of that, because in my mind, I'm like really over the moon that I'm meeting another real creator that's doing things that I'm doing. And I was just enjoying meeting up with them, right? So Steve says something, and all of a sudden, Linda makes this face and she says, "What did you do? What did you do?" And I have said that so many times to my kids, to my ex-husbands, to all these people in my life. And I thought, oh my gosh, what did he do? So apparently that app was calling back, and he kept hanging up on him. And he apparently hung up on him at least 3 or 4 times. And they gave me permission to say the story. And I think they sold the story in there. But I'm going to tell you my version of the story, because, oh my gosh. First of all, never met these people. Second of all, I was like really scared because I didn't know what the heck was going on, because when they said that the sheriff was going to have to come out, because I'm telling you, when they said they called back and he kept hanging up on them, I think she finally answered the phone like after the 5th or 6th time. And they were asking questions like on CSI. I don't even watch that show, but you know, like they were really, "Are you okay? Is everything okay?" Now here I am trying to be me and say to everybody, she's fine. He had to go to the bathroom. He made a mistake. He hit an app. You know, I'm helping her. She's, you know, getting out. She's getting back into the swing of things. And I didn't mean anything by that. I was just literally being me, because you can ask Linda now. You can ask other people. What you see is what you pretty much get. And anyhow, the police said, well, we're going to have to come out to the place to make sure you're okay. Well, did you think that stopped us from shopping? Heck no. So I'm going to show you the stuff that we bought while we were waiting for the police to come to this Disney clearance store. And it was just hilarious. So we're going to jump into the bag, into this long, drawn-out story. And this was what I got. I didn't get a whole lot of things, but I got some cute things. I got some stuff for friend mail. I'm not going to show you everything. I'm just going to show you the highlights of it. And then I'm going to continue the story of what happened when the police came. Now, I want you to take in mind my mother and my sister in the store. And I'm like, now my mom and my sister, this is their vacation. Now, I know when I go on vacation, you know, I don't want to be around people that I don't know. And I had told my mom ahead of time, I said, well, I'm going to meet up with a couple of people that are creators right before we get into Disney World. Do you have a problem? And they were like, no. And my mom knew them, that she watches their channel. She subscribes to their channel. And anyhow, I had to go to them and say, when Steve was with Linda, because we were just still shopping. We were looking at everything. And I said, well, I think the police are going to come. I don't need to start laughing because I will, oh my gosh, we'll never get anything shown. Woo, I know this is going to be an extra long video. So my mom was like, what? And my sister was like, what? But I'm going to tell you this right now. It probably was the best way for me to meet these people, because I'm like this too. My mom would have probably been like all kind of shut up, you know, like she's not going to talk to nobody, you know, that she don't really know, and she's going to let me talk to them or whatever. This bonded us together. This whole story bonded us together. And Steve, bless his heart, he looked like he didn't know what the heck was going on, but he was a trooper through it. So was Linda. She walked around this store with me, and we just kept on shopping. And at one point we were like, oh, maybe the police aren't going to come. And we were ready to go hit up Dee Dee's. That was the next stop. Okay, so let me show you this shirt here. And actually Linda saw this first. Now, I don't really care for these kind of shirts unless they got this V-neck. Can you kind of see that? And also, this was the only one that was, well, actually, this is an XXL. It says it's a 19. I did try it on, but I have not washed it yet. But look how cute that is. I love these colors, and it does go a pretty bit long. You know, it's one of those little t-shirts where you think, you know, I might can get in it, I might not. I really, really do like it. I did try it on, and I like the fact that it does have this little, you know, air area for me with these V-necks, because I love the V-necks. And by the way, I have my little girls trip shirt, and this is actually the same shirt that I wore down there that I got off Temu. So Linda got one of these too, and I know she got a smaller size, and she looked fabulous. When I say she looked wonderful, I was like really blown away. I really just had an awesome first time meeting both of them. They are the loveliest couple that I have met in a long, long, long time. So this shirt cost $14.99. I don't know if that's a deal. You know, I'm spoiled with Temu and stuff like that. But in these clearance shops, it was okay. I know she got one. And if we ever meet up again, which we already talking about getting together again and getting into some more shenanigans, I might have her wear her shirt and we wear it together. And it does say a true love. And I'm pretty sure it says it's 60% cotton and 40% polyester. So we're sitting here shopping, you know, we're looking at things, and she's wanting to get some gifts for friend mail. And I'm like, oh, I need to do that too. I need to do it before I get into, that's my receipt, into the thing. So let me talk about this. And I know she's the one, she got one of these too. Look how stinking cute this is. They had 3 or 4 of them. And I don't know what color she got. I just saw her video and I still don't know what color it is. But guys, this was just cute. And this is for me. I was going to give it to my son for his birthday, which is coming up in October. I don't know. I think I'm going to keep it for myself because it's stinking cute. And I think, what did I do with that receipt? This was $6.99 if I'm not mistaken, which I don't think is super bad. But it is like this little, and it has the little, just like a little Stanley cup, but it's miniature, with the old-timey logo of the Mickey Mouse that I love. Okay, I think I paid, this one was, no, this was actually $8.99. So this one was $8.99. So that's a little pricey, but you know, I'm on vacation. My mind's a little crazy. Yeah, these were the ones that were $6.99. So I didn't get not one, not two, and this one's got, or they all have Orlando on them. And guys, I wanted to get stuff that was Disney, and I wanted to get stuff that was Florida, because we're always in Orlando, right? So I got 3 of these. These were $6.99 a piece, and I thought they were super, super duper cute. And I'm going to give one to my daughter for her birthday. I don't know which one, and I might do some for friend mail, but I think I'm going to keep one for myself. And then last but not least, and then by the time we got to the getting ready to check out, we weren't quite there yet, but we had walked the whole store. My mom had seen some Harry Potter, and guys, they had some Harry Potter stuff. I had to be careful because I was like, I can't go broke day one on everything Harry Potter. But I did get this for the sole fact that it was a little bitty butterbeer mug. And I just thought it would be super cute. There's a little Harry Potter thing right there. And they had some tape on it, thank gosh, because I've dropped this bag like 15,000 times. And I said, oh, there's one piece of glass in there. But it has some butterbeer. I want to say these are the jelly beans. I'm almost sure they are. I'm not going to eat these. Yeah, they're butterbeer jelly beans, right? And they're inside of it. Even looks like it's got butterbeer there. And if you don't know about Harry Potter and butterbeer, oh my gosh. But look how stinking cute this is. Now, I will give the jelly beans to my grandson. I just haven't, I wanted to do this video. This one here was $10.99. This was pretty pricey for me, but it's got butterbeer on it. Once I get these little things out of it, I'll put this in a display case and I will love it. But that is a pricey thing. Thank you, my mom, for that. And again, I'm going to say some kudos for my mom because I was hurting. My little puppy dogs were hurting on this trip. But which she's a lot older than I am, you know, not too much older, but she's my mama. And she was walking around and doing her thing just as much as I was. And I'm like, oh my gosh, you know, if you can do it, I can do it. It was a lot. And I had to give my mama a shout out for that. And my sister too. So that was the first store. Spent quite a bit of money. I bought some other little things, but I'm not going to show you this because a couple of them things were for Linda and some things that she was trying to do. Because she had gotten me this wonderful gift. And I'm not going to show it here because I have a Temu, some more Halloween stuff I'm going to do. And I'm going to put that in that video because my gosh, we'll be here forever and ever and ever if I don't move on to the next thing. So let's talk about the wrapping up of this store. And then we're going to jump in to this Dollar Tree bag, which is not a lot of stuff because I did buy a lot of stuff, but we were there in Florida for a week and a lot of it was like snacks and candies and drinks and blah, blah, blah. And we ate it all or drank it all up or whatever. But what I have here to show you is some little things that I found that I thought were, you know, super cute to bring home. So wrapping it up, as we're getting ready to get to the register, we're walking in. Here comes these two big officers. They're like tall, you know, scary dudes, and they got the whole full uniform on, and they were not playing. Their facial expression was like, we're here on a mission. We need to check out and make sure Crazy Mimi Up is telling the truth. And whoever heard this woman that came to see her and was trying to make things better, and the hubby, Steve, make sure everything was kosher, right? So they start talking, and within 5 minutes, it wasn't even probably 5 minutes, within 2 or 3 minutes, the whole situation resolved. That their demeanor, you know, just got really easy. They realized it was just a mistake. And I mean, when I say for the 4th time that I could not make this stuff up, I had a fabulous first time meeting with the crazy Linda, Crazy Mimi Up, and Steve. You guys are awesome, and it was an awesome meetup. You came in with a bang. I mean, you know, sometimes you just meet people out of the blue and it's like, hey, how you doing? Bye. See you next time. Nope. This was some crazy stuff. And I mean, when I say crazy, and I'm not even doing it justice, this was could have been a mini series of how it got built up to the drama. Even the cashier register lady, when the police came in, she was like, what is going on? And she was laughing when we were checking out and getting ready to leave. It was like, what on earth? And I could tell this was something that she was going to be talking about for a while. So anyway, I got to meet Crazy Mimi Up, Linda, and Steve. And we went into other stores. We went into Dee Dee's, we went into Burlington, we went into this like really crazy mall. I'm going to try to put it in this video of some different things. Now, I know Steve put a great video out of us talking. I had that same video, but apparently mine glitched. So I'm going to kind of work around it. You're going to probably see some of the same things. We kind of were trying to play it off that we just had met on the fly, which let me tell you something. We did meet on the fly. They did not plan this. I just basically said, hey, I'm going to be in Florida. And literally I had meant to kind of get something, you know, written down of what we were going to do. We did not know anything till like literally the day before. And I'm texting Linda and I'm like, oh, I'm going to be in Florida this day. And on Sunday, we're going to go shopping. And she's like, okay, let's do something. And that's where it came down to. So bottom line, there is other places that we were seeing each other and we were just shopping. And Linda, I think I got my competition. She is a shopper, but she's a good shopper. She knows how to find the deals. She knows the nice quality of stuff. And Steve, I have to give him some points too, because he was doing some pretty heavy shopping there as well. And he was filming, and I had a blast, and I'm going to put in some, videos of that. I'm going to try to tweak. Oh my God. I just came to Dee Dee's in Orlando, Florida, or maybe it's Kissimmee, and you will not believe who I met up with.
Hi guys, it's Hubby, otherwise known as Pumpkinhead. I'm in Dee Dee's in Kissimmee, Florida, which is where Disney is in Orlando. And I've just been walking through and looking around. I'm trying to find Crazy Mimi. You know how she is. You know how she is when she gets like this. Ooh. I gotta try and find her. Wait a minute, I think I see her. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh, look here, guys. And there's Mom. She's trying to take a beeline of it.
Mom, come here.
Grab Mom before she leaves.
Mama.
Oh my gosh.
Look at, I found these two. Imagine shopping.
Oh my goodness.
Who'da thunk?
Who'da thunk?
This is awesome.
It is.
I hope everybody out there knows that these are some cool people. And I got to meet little Alley Cat.
Yeah.
Alley Cat.
And she's the sweetest lady. I gotta tell you guys.
Yes.
Sweetest.
Mwah.
She's
my best friend now. My bestie.
Yeah.
Who's stalking who?
Look, we both got stuff too we're going to be buying. What do you got?
Many.
Oh, I'm looking at these little blankets like I need another blanket in my life. Right. And I got my little girls trip shirt on.
That's so cute.
Because we're in Orlando at Dee Dee's of all places.
And the important thing is to check the carriages. Let's see, that must be yours, and that full one's Linda's.
Well, guys, are you going to go over to the mall out there? We'll have to do some more footage. We're going to have to hang out after this and just piece some stuff together. How about that?
Yeah.
Oh my God, this is going to be so fun.
Okay.
Hi, guys.
We are live.
Hi, guys. It's Kitty Street and Crazy Mimi. We're in Orlando.
And
Hubby, he's videoing.
Pumpkinhead.
Pumpkin. All right. But guys, once in a lifetime kind of thing to meet other people that are, on video that you only see in the screen was wonderful. Okay. We went in Dee Dee's. I didn't buy but one thing, and it was for Miss Linda. It was a shirt. I don't know. I'm not going to say what it was, but it was perfect for her. I didn't buy a lot of stuff because I was literally getting hot. I mean, I had stuff in my buggy, and I wanted to buy a lot of stuff, but I had just went to Dee Dee's in Georgia right before. I think you guys just saw that video. I put it out right before I came back, and I had bought a bunch of stuff, and I really didn't have the room in my suitcase to put any more. And I was like, do I want to buy stuff? And I saw some things, but it wasn't nothing wow. But I was planning on going to some more Dee Dee's, but we'll talk about that on another video probably. Then we went a little bit into Burlington. I'll put a few clips on that. And I got to see some more of Alley Cat, their little puppy dog, one of their puppy dogs in action.
Hi, guys.
Okay, one more time. You're on camera. I saw that you had, I'm gonna voice over this so we can talk. I thought that he said on one of your videos that was your last Halloween haul.
Did you hear what I said?
Yes. Who's the boss of that family? But I'm like you, I got a ton. I don't have the big stuff that you have, but I have a lot of Halloween stuff. Look at this.
Oh my God, I'm sorry. Oh, that's so cute.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness.
Now, do you want people to know you're in the scooter?
I don't care.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll be like, oh.
Crazy Mimi's here.
Hey, Crazy Mimi. Oh, you just told me you can't do that.
Hi, guys. I love that book.
Should I get it for her?
Allie, come here.
She wants mommy.
She's ignoring pets. Come here. If you drive away, she'll drink.
Okay, you want to drive away?
Drive away?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
As long as she sees you, she's not going to do a thing. Okay, Allie, here. Allie.
Oh my gosh.
Now she's singing to you. Come on, Allie. Over here. Come on.
That's not mama.
Allie, you want a drink? You gotta be thirsty. No? I guess not.
Oh, that's cute. And we went into that little mall, and my sister and Steve bought these little mini donuts, and there's a little clip of that too. So hope you enjoy those in there. If I don't put it in right in between while I'm talking here, stay tuned to the end because I will pop it in. I'm not getting you in it. I'm just gonna take pictures of the picture. These look doggone good. Why can't I think of stuff like this? So how many come in at 10? How many come in at 6? Oh, that. My sister just got some and he's getting some. I'm just curious. So this is your order? Or is that his? Oh, am I on your way? Are you trying to order? I'm going to do the 15. Okay. What ones did you get, Steve?
Chocolate and strawberry.
So you only got 2 flavors?
Yeah.
I didn't like that one with a few Fruity Pebbles on it. I like coconut too and a pina colada. I'm gonna put this video in and out in one of them.
Munchies. You put the sugar on the chocolate too?
Yeah, the strawberry?
Strawberry, half chocolate. Yeah. I was just curious. I didn't know they put the sugar on it too.
Ah, okay. And only one strawberry. And only the chocolate.
Oh, you're splitting. All right. Never mind.
Okay, so let's move into the whole thing. So we went into the Dollar Tree, and by this time Linda was getting on her scooter, and I'll have to leave it up to Steve. He would get the scooter out, and she brought it into the Dollar Tree. We're going into Dollar Tree.
She forgets. We have legs. She's the lead.
Look at flying. I don't blame her. Sometimes I just want to get on one and fly.
Well, I'm not gonna lie to you. I took his little scooter outside, and I was riding up down the driveway and doing donuts in the street.
You're wrong for that.
Mr. Anthony down the street said he was outside.
Did you have to take it back? Hi, how are you? Dollar Tree. Hey.
And another store.
Another store. They don't have buggies in here. That drives me nuts.
Steve,
I want this black thing. I want this little black thing
It's a lantern.
to put next to
And
that.
I had never been into this particular Dollar Tree that we decided to go in, and I'm glad because it was kind of nice, and it was the first time ever that I've seen a price checker. In the Dollar Tree. Now I saw those things where you do the price checker at the register, but this was like the one like they got at Walmart and other stores in the middle of the store in different places, and you can go check your items. And I'm like, oh my gosh, Dollar Tree is moving on up. So the few things that I walked through, because it was crazy busy in that one, and there was only like one cash register, I did see a bunch of the crazy socks, and I think I'm going to put some of those in my community tab if I haven't already. But this one here is the Nutter Butters, and I know someone who loves Nutter Butters more than anything I know. And when I saw this, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna probably put it into like a little gag gift, and I cannot wait to do it. $1.25. And guys, I love these socks. Go try to find these anywhere else. You're not going to find these things for like $1.25. You're just not going to do it. And I saw this one. I saw a bunch of them, but I'm like, do I need them? I got so many of them. But this one is definitely going to be for a gag gift, so I had to pick up that. Now, I didn't want to get involved with a bunch of the Halloween stuff because they had a ton of it, because I would have bought everything and would have went nuts. But I had to, guys, look at this. Now, they have the one I hauled that looks like Casper the Friendly Ghost. My grandson loves it. It's already been used. He's using it to death. I need to take some videos of that. They have the pumpkin one, and then they have the skull. but I had not seen the one that looks like a little cauldron with the bubbles on it. And I don't know if I'm going to put jelly beans in here or if I can find those little small chocolate candies or something similar to that. I don't know. I'm going to try to find some kind of other different one to put in this. And I just thought it was so cute, $1.25. And I had to pick that up. And that's the only Halloween seasonal thing I think I got. Now, I did get a couple of food items. So I got a bunch of food items. I got a bunch of Reese's Cups, Reese's candies, excuse me, all different flavors. And I made sure before I came back from vacation to eat as much of it as I could in our room. We just kind of threw it on a table and we ate those. And I never did open up these because, my gosh, you know, we had the dining plan. We were eating out at different places and I was just full most of the time. I had them out and I told people to grab some of them, but I like honey roasted peanuts. I don't know if I've ever had this brand. It's called Island Choice. I know I haven't. I don't think. These are salted honey roasted peanuts, 7.5 ounces. I'm probably going to wind up giving these to my daughter. I'm not going to keep them here because I don't think they are good on the carb situation. Well, it's not bad. I may keep them around, but I love peanuts, and when I can't just eat, it's like chips. I can't just eat one. I'll eat half the jar just sitting there watching TV. So I have to be very careful with these, but I thought that would be really nice to have on hand in the room, but we never did eat them. So I picked up this for $1.25, and that's a pretty good size container if they're good. I also never got into these, and I really wanted to eat these because, you know, why not? There were a few nights that we had free, what I call free days, not many of them. And I thought, well, I want to have these in the room while I watch a movie or something. And these are those slow kettle cooked boiled peanuts. And I've hauled these before. It's by that Peanut Patch. And they had different flavors like salt and vinegar and some other ones, but I like the originals. And it's the pop top can. And I usually eat like half the can and share them with somebody. But I didn't have time to get into those. But yeah, brought those back home for another day. And another things that I had bought doubles of, I bought several packs of the Huggies. I actually went to Walmart I think I did a video on that, and I bought some big packs of Huggies. Well, my mom bought the same Huggies, and we wound up using most of those. But I bought several of these from the Dollar Tree because I love them. They're just basically, and these have the little Mickey Mouse on them. These are actually the Simply Cleans. Now, they only have 32 for $1.25. It's not the best deal. But I used one of them. I kept one in the car, and which I didn't drive hardly any. We used their transportation there for the most part. But when we were in the car, I used these, and then we had the bigger packs inside the room. So $1.25, and I did. This was the last pack that was left, and I'll use that for whatever. And I did get a couple of packs of these. This is that Yardley London 18 wipes. These are like the huge cloths. I took in one of them, and I don't know, we used a few of them, but literally when I came back from being out all day, I had to have a shower. This is something I usually use if I'm just kind of a little touchy of sweat, not like the humid things of Florida. I literally needed to take a shower, but these come in handy if you need it, you know, just a little pick me up to be, you know, like a refreshing moment. And I love the smell of these. Do they have the smell on these? Sometimes they say it just says Yardley London non-flushable. It just says aloe vera, vitamin E, cleans, moisturizes, and soothes. And they're those big cloths that you can wash yourself with. Picked up a couple of those, and that's the last one I had. The other one is probably in my suitcase, which is still full of stuff except my dirty clothes. And then I picked up some batteries. I did pick up some AAA batteries with the alkaline because I knew I was going to need some. Every time I go on a vacation, there's some kind of contraption or something that I bring that I always usually need to have some batteries. Well, this is the first trip ever that I didn't, so I didn't even open up these. So these are the E-Circuit AA alkalines, and then the AAA ones I did open up because I had one of those little shavers, and I don't think I got them alkaline. Those were just like the Sunbeam or whatever, but I've already used them and they're somewhere else. But I spent quite a bit of money at this Dollar Tree on snacks and stuff. Okay, last but not least in this Dollar Tree haul, and then I'm going to show you, if you guys want to stick to the end, I'm going to try to do it as super quick as I possibly can. And if you want to hear some more stories, hang on, because I got some more stories from you to tell you. I don't even know if I should probably have to make a part 1 and a part 2. This is going to be crazy. But I saw this here. And I got this before we went into the whole bubble of Disney, right? With the whole eating and snacking and, you know, the full-blown meals. And they even, in this plan we had alcohol beverages, which, you know, I had one or two here and there, but it wasn't something I had every single meal. But I did have a couple of alcohol beverages, and they were fine. And I knew when I read this, I said, I'm going to be needing this right here, which I'm about to tell you when I come back, because I don't have to get myself on track, right? So this magnet says you are, let me show you guys what it is first, and then I'll read it out to you. I don't know if you can kind of see that. I'm sorry about that glare. It says you are what you eat. So don't be fast, cheap, easy, or fake. You are what you eat. So don't be easy, cheap. Don't be fast, easy, cheap, or fake. So the bottom line is no fast food. Don't get fake cheese. You know, I need to have healthy, probably organic, probably grass-fed stuff. I don't know. And literally, when I came back from vacation, I mean, my mom was swelling up. And I kind of knew she was going to do it because of the trip, because it's like a long, like a 5.5, 6 hour trip driving back and forth. But we had ate so much, you know, stuff. I mean, we were just eating like crazy folks, and it was wonderful. I'm not even going to lie. I can't even tell you one bad situation that we had. The food was awesome, and I got to go to so many beautiful places that I would have never been able to go to because they were just too doggone expensive if I wouldn't have had that kind of dining plan. But this magnet hit home, and I'm going to put this somewhere in my face. I'm going to try to clean up my diet. I'm going to try to get, you know, more wholesome foods, get rid of all the processed foods. I'm going to say I did not eat a whole lot of sweets, not like I usually do. I mean, when I say I usually go on vacation, I'm eating sweets from the time I wake up to the time I'm going to bed. It wasn't really like that. It was kind of spread out. Now, I did eat some sweets. I even kind of shared that on my community tab, but not like I could have. So now I've got to get back into getting rid of the sugars again, because I knew that it was going to happen on vacation because I'm not that strong. But yeah, when I saw this magnet, I said, I'm going to get this thing. And it came all the way from Orlando, Florida. You are what you eat. So don't be fast, cheap, easy, or fake. I thought that was cute. All right, so that was pretty much what I got for the Dollar Tree haul. So let's talk about some more stories, okay? So the next thing that we did when we came back, okay, we went through Disney World. And when we went through Disney World, we decided that we were going to do different parks each day. We had a park hopper, if you know what that means, that we could switch back and forth. And if you don't know the whole parks of Disney, there's Magic Kingdom, there's Animal Kingdom, there's Epcot, and there's Hollywood Studios. And then they have some, you know, the Disney Springs, and then they have the beaches, the little Typhoon Lagoon and Blizzard Beach, I think is what it's called. Those, we didn't even look at any of those. We didn't even make it to Disney Springs because we were too pooped out to do it. But we did go into a bunch of the parks, and we went into a bunch of the stores, and it was like, what? These prices were crazy. Now, every year I go to Disney, I buy two things. I buy a balloon, and I buy a pin for that year. So last year when I went, and I think we went in October last year, maybe it was September, I don't even remember. I got a 2023 pin with some kind of Disney World character or whatever on it, and I bought a balloon. Now, I'm going to show you the balloon because I still have that same balloon that I bought 1 year ago with me, and I'm going to talk about a story about the balloons, but that's going to be towards the middle of this Disney World haul, because now we're going to move in to this bag of goodies here. And I'm going to save the Buc-ee's for last. I might even have to put the Buc-ee's on another video. I don't know. But yeah, this whole bag of stuff is what I got. Now, I will tell you right off the bat, we waited till like the last day or two to spend any money that we had. Now, I knew I was going to get some, you know, souvenirs for a couple people, but Disney World is expensive. It's not for the faint of heart. If you don't have money, if you think you can go and buy something and not have a lot of money, forget it. You really are not. And some of the stuff that I'm going to show you is not stuff that I'm proud of buying, but I was like, oh, okay. And I did get some gift cards. Some people gave me some Disney gift cards. And I used that partially for a lot of the things that I got. And I also had some points on my Chase Disney card, which is what I actually paid for my trip. And then I paid it off because I knew I'd been paying on this trip for a while and I wanted to have those little Disney reward dollars. So bottom line is I had some kind of credits and stuff. So let's start off with the first little story here, okay? So day one of Disney, we checked into our resort. And you get on the dining plan one of these little mugs, right? They had them in turquoise. They had them in hot pink. They had them in a green. Was it green? Yeah, green, like a lime green, a turquoise, a hot pink, and orange. So my mom got a teal color one, like the turquoise one. My sister got one that was green lid, and I got the hot pink lid. But this isn't hot pink, is it? No, it's not hot pink. This one here is orange, and I had just got it, and I was like, as soon as I got the hot pink one, and we were at the fountain machine to get something to drink to fill it up, because basically these are refillable mugs. They came with it. If you buy them individually, they're like $28 now or something like that. I don't even know. And they have some kind of magnetic thing on here that you have to put it in there, and it's only good for the time you're at the trip, if you didn't know. I've got about 1,000 of these in every different color. And finally, one year I gave tons of these out with money and gifts inside of them to all my family. I mean, like 20 different ones, because I had so many of them over the years for going. And they were all different colors. And I still have like the 50th anniversary and the 100th anniversary mugs. And I keep those. And I'm going to keep this one because I'm going to tell you why. So this one, I had the hot pink fuchsia one. And I was had filled it up with some Coke Zero, and we were getting ready to, check into our room, whatever. And I saw somebody with an orange one, and I'm like, I want an orange one. It's about to be Halloween. Why not? That would be great. And I just was like, I was sick to my stomach, guys. Have you ever just been sick to your stomach about something as silly as that? Well, I wanted to get the orange one. So I walked up, I just told my mom, and I said, y'all hold on, I'm going to go talk to this manager, because it was like this guy in a suit talking to somebody. He wasn't a regular dude. He looked like some kind of body that was some business about himself. And I just said, I just checked in. I just filled up this hot fuchsia pink mug, but I want an orange one. And that's where I'm going to say Disney magic comes in, right? The guy was like, sure, go change it out. And I went and got the orange cup, washed it out, filled it up with some more Coke Zero, and they took the other one from me, and I don't know what they did with it. I don't know what happened to it, but I got an orange one. I'm sorry, but I was happy. This was the first day we checked in at our room at Disney, and it just set the whole tone for the rest of the week, and I had a blast. Other than I walked myself silly, and I was hurting all the time, and it was hot and a lot of rain, but this just made me so happy. The next thing that I purchased, and I'm trying to do these in kind of an order because I'm trying to keep it in my mind, is this little thing right here. And do I have, I think it's in this bag. This is the kind of magic band that you wear on your wrist, and it kind of lights up. This particular one has a thing in it, like you can walk around some of the statues at Disney, and they'll light up if they play music, if they do the fireworks, it lights up if you're on a ride. And look at this sucker. It is blingy, blingy, bling. But there's a story about it. So as I'm standing in to check in, my sister, it's pouring down rain, and my sister says, I'm going to go check to see about getting a magic band, because I did not have this magic band, okay? I had an old one. I don't think I even have it here, but it's one of the ones I had probably 6 years ago or whatever, because you can reactivate them, and it was so old that they couldn't reactivate them. I don't even think that they have them in here. And if I don't have that box, oh, here they are. Okay, here's the box. I don't know if I have my old one to show you, but it was yellow, because yellow just must be my color these days. But yeah, I had a yellow magic band, and it was like one of the older ones, and I decided to use that one. But I've had every color. I've had red, I've had pink, I've had green, I even got gray at one point. I've had baby blue, I've had no, I never had white. I don't even know if they have white, but I've had every color that I've had orange. Every single color that they've ever made, I've had them, but I have never seen them in this little bling bling. Now, the ones that I had were the ones that came with the package that you bought when you bought a trip to Disney World, if you did those kind of packages. I've never paid extra money for a magic band, but unfortunately, the one that I had, and also all of us that we had, they were so obsolete that we had to make a choice. Anyway, my sister said, I'm going to run while you're checking in, because we had to come inside in the rain and check in. We couldn't just do it through the mobile app or whatever they did and send us to our room for whatever reason. And she comes back and she has like it looks like it's pink, but it kept changing colors over the period of time. And I said, oh, I'm going to have to get me one during this trip. How much was it? And she said it was like $39.99. And I'm like, oh, but it was not $39.99 when I got up there. So this is the packages that they come in, and you can see here I have 2 of them. There's 2 different ones. And when I got checked in, my mom comes in. She's saying, because she was sitting in the car before we got there, and she said she had to use the bathroom. So she came in there, and I said, well, let's go get our mugs and go get some, drink. And I said, and I was talking about my sister had already gotten her a magic band, and my mom was like, I want to look at the magic bands too. So we go to the wall of magic bands, and here's my sister. She says, I didn't even see that bling bling silver one, or I would have gotten it. Of course, I like beeline to it, and of course, my mom beelines to it too. And my mom wanted the same one in the bling bling, which was kind of shocking, but I guess she likes her bling just like we all do. So she was debating on getting another color, because we always get the same thing. It's just always like it is, especially at Disney. And I was like, Mom, get it, because I was going to actually get you something as a souvenir anyway. And I would rather get you something you want. Don't try it. Because she was trying to pick out like a white one. And we were like, white? And I don't know. But anyway, she wound up getting her a silver bling bling little magic band. And because we got the same one, I mean, I don't know if she wanted it done. I asked the little lady when I was going up to the thing to get them activated to put a W right there for Wendy. So we kind of knew whose was who. So these were hanging up on a wall with all different ones. And they had different ones if you want to do a Haunted Mansion, or if you wanted to do, any of the characters. But I really was wanting just a plain one. And I just love this one. Guys, these were $49.99. I guess because they were the active ones where you can interact with the characters. Because they do have some that were $19.99 and some that were $29.99. And I don't know if it's because it was bling bling or whatever. But you can kind of see this one has a price on it. And this one has like that amethyst. Okay. Because the colors mean something, like the Goodwill, right? So amethyst was whatever. I guess it was like $49.99. So we get these and we're really happy. So I got my orange mug. I got my bling bling magic band. And we are just ready to hit up Disney World and start our day. That same night we had dinner at a beautiful place called Storybook at Artist Point with Snow White. And thank goodness we did that the first night we were there, because we would have been probably too tired to enjoy it. But it was like a full-blown course of meals, from the appetizer all the way to the dessert that came out in a smoking treasure box with the dry ice with everything on it. It was just like, oh, you're on vacation, girl. And I loved it. Becky.
Way of saying thank you, ladies, for coming in and checking out our restaurant. I have some magic milk chocolate hearts, kind of like a little kiss goodnight. If anybody would like a little milk chocolate heart today.
Thank you so much, Nathan. So yeah, that was our first kind of, purchases, and they're pretty big. And I used my Disney, my Chase Disney gift card, but you can use it year after year after year. And because it's kind of a bling blingy one, I thought, okay, I don't feel so bad. And I did get my mom one because my mom is my mom. And I knew she has everything. I never know what to get her. And she was happy. So we both kind of rocked our little silver bands. Okay, so just moving into some other things that we got. I'm not going to, tell you some more stories. There were all kinds of different things, guys. If I do a little video, another video, I'll talk some more about that. But I did get these for my grandson. Reason why is because he loves cars, even though he's into Monster Jam. And yes, Monster Jam is monster trucks, a whole different kind of situation going on. These were the different ones, right? They're kind of the different characters. And I had bought him some of these last year. Actually, I bought several packages of these, and they were really, really expensive. And I wasn't going to get them, but then I turned around and looked at the price, and they were $29.99. And that is not really bad at Disney, in my opinion. Don't get me wrong, it's not great. But this is definitely going to be for his birthday, because my daughter was telling me that he did not have these, because I showed her these. She said, yeah, he didn't have these. And she specifically asked me to get this for his birthday, because, I had just bought a bunch of little stuff at DD's that I was going to give out at Christmas and birthday. So we'll figure it out. But I'm pretty much going to give him these for a birthday gift, along with another pretty expensive thing that I got here. I'm going to show you in a moment. And then I'm pretty much going to be done with that kind of stuff for my grandson, I think. Okay. All right. So the next thing that I got, and I love these bags. My gosh, it's just beautiful with the fireworks and all that stuff. Okay. So the next thing that I got here, and this was the thing, was this at Cinderella? No, I'll have to talk about this in a second. Okay, this is the other thing I got my grandson. And these things are massive, right? They are the little Crocs, and they're actually Crocs. They're the name brand Crocs. And these are huge. Look how big these are. And I'm like, my grandson is 2.5, almost 3 years old, right? So I called my daughter up, and I'm like, I want to get him some Crocs from Disney, and these light up. I don't know if you can see that. I don't know if it's going to come up on there, but they do light up when you walk, and I just always think it's so cute to see little kids with the light up shoes. And they had another pair that was like the Halloween ones with the pumpkins and all that stuff on there, but I just really, really thought these were cute because they had all the main, characters in there: Minnie Mouse, Goofy, Pluto, Donald Duck, Daisy Duck, of course, Mickey Mouse. And I was like, I don't know what size to get them. And I was looking at like the 6 and 7, the little tiny ones. My daughter tells me, she said, he's in a 9 right now. Get him a 10. Guys, this is a 10, and they're massive. But when he came over here, because he's already seen these, he probably don't care about shoes. And I didn't show him the cars, but he popped his foot in these, and let me tell you something. He can almost fit these boogers. And I'm like, gosh, he's going to have a gigantic foot. But I'm so glad I got these, because I know these are cute for me. And I told her, I said, when I give him these are going to stay at Glamma's house, because I can put these on his feet and he'll have secure shoes on, and they'll be easier for me than these shoes that they bring over, all these Jordans and Nikes and all the little cute things that they put. They're like murder for me to get on his feet. He has a pair of Crocs that he's outgrown that I love when he comes over. And so I saw these and I said, I'm going to get them. Now, guys, Crocs are not cheap. I'm not even going to lie. I had to debate on these, but it is going to be one of those things that, he'll grow into. Where is the price on them? I know what they were, but I'm going to tell you what they were if they don't say it on here. They were $54.99. $54.99. Now, I did have a $50 gift card, and so I used the $50 gift card for that. So it wound up being like $4 that had to come out of my pocket. I wonder why it's not on here. But these were pricey, and I do not like to pay full price on things like that. But I had that gift card, and I was going to have to spend it on something. And I had decided that I was going to spend it on these little shoes right there for my grandson. And he'll get a seasoner, maybe not out of it, because he's probably going to grow out of these faster than not. So that's the two things I got for my grandson, literally. Okay, so we get into the park and we start going to all these different places. And the last day, we're like, oh my gosh, we got all this, we still want to get some souvenirs for people. We got things going on. But one thing I wanted to mention about this Magic Band is that one of the chargers didn't work. Like, literally did not work. And thank goodness I got 2 of them, because I could use the other charger to charge up my band. So I had to go on the last day and say, hey, I bought a nearly $50 kind of thing here. I'm about to leave Disney World, but luckily I had the other one to charge my band, because you do have to charge these like every other day or whatever. And I was kind of bummed out about it. And of course it had to be mine, that I purchased on mine, that wasn't working, and my mom's worked just fine. And they wound up giving me another whole new charger that same day. And that's when we went in and started looking at all this other stuff that I'm going to show you now. This was like at the end of the trip. And I know I'm jumping all the way around, but some more stories I want to tell you about it. So that was the charger incident. So that night before we went in to do this, and I'm going to show you the last bit of this stuff, and then I've got just one more thing on the Bucky. So I think I'm doing pretty good. Guys, how are you doing? I mean, I hope you're hanging in there. I hope I'm entertaining you, because it feels like this is a hot mess, but it's awesome. And I realized that that's not the last thing I've got to do. I've got a Bucky's, and I've got another, oh my gosh, I've got a whole nother clearance thing I did when we came out. That might have to be a whole nother video. But the night before, our last night that we were at Magic Kingdom, and then we had a free Saturday and then a Sunday that we were going to come back, I decided to do, you know, I was going to get my pen. There's going to be 2024 character pen. And in this case, I was getting not 1, but 2 balloons, right? Now, I'm going to put a video in, or not a video, I'm going to put a picture of my mom, and she's holding the 2 balloons that I purchased. Now, these balloons were $16 a piece. Now, I don't know, I can't show you them yet, because I'm going to pop in that picture, and you're going to see a green balloon. And it wasn't even a pretty green balloon. So I had bought a baby blue one, which you'll see, I'll probably pop it in here right now, a baby blue one, and then I had a green one. So I put in my community tab, I put posts of the pictures of the baby blue one, which was like a Cinderella baby blue. It was gorgeous. Literally, when I was walking away from paying $32, and I'm like, these are balloons. I'm paying $32 for it, but they made me so happy. And guys, you know me, I love balloons, and I know my grandson loves balloons, and I wanted the full-blown balloon, because I'm going to show it to you now, because I'm going to forget. I don't even know what's in this. Oh my gosh, it's some more stuff. Lord, 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 we got a lot of stuff here, guys. This balloon here is what it looks like. Now, I got this balloon, and I know it's a little bit jacked up. This was a year ago. This isn't the one I just bought, but you can kind of see the little Mickey Mouse head inside the clear thing, and it's like a big ball. I'll show you like that. It looks like this, and there's a lot of fingerprints on that, I can tell. But you'll see in a minute, because can you see right there that there's nothing inside this balloon? It's just that little blue stuff right there. That's the color baby blue that I got this trip. But this one was from a year ago. And it still has the little Mickey thing. And I'm telling you, usually these will last a good 3 months. And I couldn't even believe this one was still going on this long. A year later, because this is a year ago. And I bought this one, and I don't know how much I paid. Probably about $16 too then. And I didn't even remember I got a blue one. So anyway, that was a year ago. So as I'm paying the $32 for the ugly green one and the baby blue one that's not in there now, I walk away and I hear this pop. It almost sounded like a gunshot. And I was looking around, and I'm like, I'm already tired. My feet were killing me. It looked like it was going to start raining. I'm like, I'm hungry. I want to go sit down somewhere and put my feet up and have something to eat or something to drink. I was exhausted. I'm looking around, and it was the doggone balloon. The green balloon just exploded inside the thing. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So I had to go back over to the lady, and I showed her the balloon, and she's like, okay, well, we'll give you another one. So then there were no more green ones. That I got a green one because my daughter told me my grandson's favorite color is green. So that's why I went with green. But it was not a pretty green. It was like a foresty kind of green. Anyhow, when I went back, I got this beautiful purple one, which is one of my favorite colors. And I also got this baby blue one, if you can see the color of it right there. This one was so pretty. And this one looks so much bigger than that one. I don't know. But anyway, there's a story behind this too, because as you can see, this one is no longer in there. So what happened, we went through our day, we were checking out. I think I had these balloons maybe 2 days, and we were getting in the car to come home, and I was just going to drive, I think, or maybe somebody was going to drive, and we had the balloons kind of strategically placed where it wouldn't be in the way, kind of tied around the headrest towards the back of the trunk area. And I hear my sister go, oh, and I'm like, what happened? What happened? And she said, your balloon busted. And I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. And I'm like, we're leaving. This is like, we're checking out day. I know I'm going back and forth in the future and moving all over this place because it's a hot mess. But yes, guys, don't know why, but this one busted. So I just had to bring this back to tell the story. And I really, really was hoping to show this one because I was going to keep the baby blue one and give the purple one to my grandson, he's been playing with this. But we're keeping it here because I've been babysitting him more than not. And yeah. So yeah, I had a green balloon that exploded. Then the baby blue one exploded in the car coming home. We don't know why, but this bad boy right here, my favorite color, and that is a gorgeous color. And I've had plenty of these purple balloons. This one will go in my office, and I'll look at this balloon till it gets to looking like this. So yeah, but let me tell you the story about more magic from Disney. So you would think, oh my gosh, you just spent $32 and you had to go back and change one because one busted or exploded in midair. And everybody at Disney World, when the green one exploded, said, oh, they'll replace it, they'll replace it, they'll replace it. And I do know that they have an option that you can buy these balloons flat and then you can come back to wherever you're at, like say you're on an airplane or whatever, and they'll blow them up. But I was driving, and I have brought these balloons home many, many, many times, and I felt confident it would work. So when I got home, me being me, I called up, the Disney merchandise people on my receipt, and I said, I just got these balloons. I've had them not even 3 whole full days. I said, one already exploded. I took a chance, and I got this one, and I got that one. Guys, not only did they refund me the $16 for this balloon, they refunded me the other $16 for this balloon. So they gave me, now I didn't get it back in my cash or put back on my account. They gave it to me in a Disney credit for the Disney store, which is fine because I like the Disney store. I don't hardly go. And there are some things in there that I have been looking at, especially some Haunted Mansion merchandise that I'm going to put towards that. So I got the money back for dealing with these balloons. Thank goodness. And I'm going to enjoy them. And I'm going to buy it if I go again another year, which I'll have to be in a lot better shape. Or I'm going to have to go for a fewer days and have one of those scooters riding around on it. I'll buy another one. No big deal. Okay, so let's wrap this up, guys. And I think I'm going to have to do a part 2. I don't feel like I'm going to be able to continue on with this one. So there will probably be a part 2. I'm going to go through this last Disney World bag and see if I want to continue on, because we're pushing a good bit of time here, guys. Comment, let me know if you are hanging in there with me. I really want to hear that. Okay, this one is something my mom got for her stuff, and I told her I wanted to haul it. Oh, I did buy me one shirt, and I'm going to tell you why I bought this shirt. And I've tried this shirt on, and it's whatever. But guys, after buying shirts and stuff on clearance and buying stuff from Temu and things like that, it's hard for me to buy anything that costs any kind of money. But I absolutely loved this. And I wanted it. And I've never bought an actual shirt from Disney. I don't think ever. Not that I can remember. It's been a long time. But this one was a 3X. I think it's a 3X. I think that's a 3X it's made of. But that's what it's got on there. And I just loved the kind of, vintage look to it. And it says, best vacation ever, Walt Disney World. Now, one thing I do have a problem with is that the sleeves are really, really big, but it's long and it's loose. And I paid, ta-da-da-da, $34.99. And yes, vacation, because I don't know if it's worth $34. Well, it is, because I'm always going to remember the trip. And I will keep this for a while. It's very nice, very vintage. I love that it's got the Mickey balloons. It's got the castle, which is my next favorite thing. And I like the color of it. I just thought, yes, I'll do it. It's got the 3X right there, little thing. And yeah, I spent $34 on a shirt. Probably the last time I do that for a while. I'll be hitting up all the sales for a while. I don't need any clothes, but like I said, I haven't really ever bought myself any kind of shirts from Disney, and I wanted it. Okay, so these were a thing that I got, and I'm probably going to be sending them out in friend mail. I purchased a couple of these Disney bags. Look how cute they are. I got this one too. I had to pay for this. It was like $1. I think these were like $1. These were like $1, and this was like $1.50 or something like that. It was something, maybe these were like 95 cents. But I got several bags of these, and I'm probably going to send some friend mail in them. So I picked up several of those. And then the last little bit of stuff here. Oh, yeah, I forgot about some of the stuff that I purchased. Remember I talked about my pin that I always get from Disney World, that I told you guys that I usually get a 2024 pin every single time I go? Well, those doggone prices have increased. Do you think the grocery stores went up? Disney World is trying to go up too. I remember paying for some of those pins $9.99, $14.99. They were $18.99, $19.99. I'm like, I can't do it. So I found this little cute magnet. It is a magnet. And I got it because it said the 2024, and I might be having to turn into buying magnets instead of the pins these days. Those are collectible ones. And it was $9.99. And I kind of need some of these. I want to start putting them out. I'll probably see them more because all my pins stay in they're actually on a old Mickey hat that needs to be replaced. And I have a Mickey pin thing I got off of Temu that I haven't been able to even put the pins on for Disney. But I'm going to work on that at some time in my life. But this one was the one I got for 2024 to have my trip for 2024. And I did pick up some of these, and I'm going to open them up in a different video. But this is some Haunted Mansion Disney pins, because I do trade pins when I do go to Disney. And now this time they had nothing. I mean, they had the pin boards out, but they had nothing worth me even looking at. And a lot of times I just didn't want to go full with it. But because I wanted something from Haunted Mansion, from Disney World, I went ahead and picked up this mystery pin set, and I hope it's more than one. We shall see, because this bad boy was a $22.99. I miss Temu. I miss the prices on Temu. I had to be just having a moment to buy that. And then I got some cute little keychains that I'm going to give out in friend mail. These are quite a few of them, because I have quite a few people I want to send something to. They were $19.99, and they're just the different little Mickey cupcakes, and I thought they were just stinking cute. And I'm going to send a few of these to some of my friends and my co-workers. $19.99 for that. And then I got this beautiful little key thing. It's like a birthstone for February, and I got this for a gift for somebody, and I just thought it was cute. It had the keychain and the actual key with the Mickey ears, and look at that color. It's gorgeous. The color, it was teal. I do not know what it costs. I don't remember. It wasn't too bad. I don't really remember, but I was looking for people that I knew had birthdays at certain times, and they didn't have hardly anybody I knew with those birthdays. But I knew a few people in February that I wanted to get one to. My supervisor's birthday's in February and stuff like that. So last but not least, is that all the Disney World stuff. I'm trying not to make sure I didn't forget something, because it feels like I'm forgetting something, like there's a whole nother bag somewhere. My mom let me take the stuff that she purchased. She bought stuff at the Disney clearance, because she rolls like that. She was like, I ain't buying t-shirts for $30. She don't do that kind of thing. But she had a moment herself too. And I'm glad she bought this, because I wanted it, but I wasn't going to pay that thing for it. But let's talk about the shirt. She did buy a shirt too that said Best Vacation Ever. And I think this was a sleeveless one. Yeah, it is. And she got a 3X. And look at the color of this one. It's real cute. Now, these are hers, and I'm going to give them to her in a minute. But I really like it. I almost got one of these at the beginning, but then when I saw the one with the sleeves, I said I'm going to opt for that. But it says it's pretty much the same thing. It just doesn't have the blingy bling on it. It's a 3X. And how much does she pay? Oh my gosh, it don't even say. And I want to even say that these might have been like on some kind of special. I don't even know. Does she have a receipt in here? Well, let's just see. I think her receipt is right here. And I will tell you what she paid for it. $29.99. So it was a little bit cheaper because it probably don't have the sleeves on it. I do love the peach or pinky. That's the color of my sister's magic band that she got. It was kind of like this color that she bought. And she was looking for like a lime green one, but they didn't have it. So my mom did get her a Best Vacation Ever t-shirt. And I'm wondering if she's regretting that now that we're back home and thinking $29.99. But then she got this right here. And I think that's it. Let me see. Because this, oh, I forgot. I knew I need to talk about that. Oh my gosh. I'm telling you guys. This is so, I mean, pulling out all this stuff and talking about it with you guys just keeps the memories going on how things were going. So I'm going to say a couple more things and we're going to wrap this one up. And I'm going to come back with a part 2. I'm probably going to have the same clothes on because I'm literally wanting to get this done and get it edited. I'm hoping I get it out by the weekend. Lord, have mercy, we'll see. But look how stinking cute this is. This is the color that they had this, and they had an orange one. The orange one had more like a pumpkin stuff on it, like Halloween kind of things. But it's one of those, what I would consider like the Mickey heads, balloons, but it's in a thing. And if I was smart, I would have got this. So I may look at this on the Disney store and see if they have these and use my $32. But it does light up. I don't think it lights up bright. So if you have any light issues, I'm about to turn this on. Yeah, you can't even see it when I'm in this bright room. But it does turn on and off. You're not going to be able to see it. I might try to take a little video on it. But yeah, it does have the on and off button. And it has this little thing that says it's a Play Park Mickey balloon light. And I think the reason why I didn't get it is because I knew my mom wanted it. And I'm not a big fan of this green. My sister and my daughter love it. And this was $29.99. $29.99. So I think that's all my mom got. Now I know she got a bunch of stuff at the Disney clearance stores. And that's in a whole nother bag. I don't know. I didn't get her stuff on that. But that's what I got. And I'm just going to show you a couple of little things that, you know, came extra. Number one was this right here. I thought I had it. Okay, when we were in the Storybook with the Evil Queen, we got this little card from the Disney thing. It was called Storybook at Artist Point with Snow White. Fabulous, fabulous, fabulous meal. So we got this little card. Then we went to, I'm not even going to try to say the name. It was an Epcot. It was another place where there was a bunch of princesses. And it was like a little buffet. And they all came out. I put those pictures. It was like, was it Cinderella? It was like Ariel. Jasmine, Aurora, I don't know, it was a bunch of them. So we went to a breakfast brunch with a bunch of princesses, and the name of it is Asker's House. I'll put it up in here because I never ever pronounced that right. And it was in Norway of Epcot. And then the end of the trip, we went to Cinderella's Royal Castle, and we had pictures taken there, which we didn't buy any of the pictures. I just kind of posted what was on the photo passes. And this was all the princesses that was there, which was Cinderella, Merida, Ariel, Princess Aurora, and Princess Jasmine. And these are all bent up and wet because it rained. But they gave us, big old kid, a wand with a star. And I have one more of these somewhere else. And they also gave us each a wishing upon a star, little star. And we had some other nice little restaurants that we went to too, but this would be a 5-hour video if I got into every single detail, right? So let me talk about this because I had never seen this, and I'm actually going to go talk about it with my mom. Apparently, as we're putting our last day, we're walking out to our car to put everything in it, and they had a whole door full of pixie dust, right? Comment, let me know if you know what pixie dusting is. And they had them on there. My mom's like, there's some people that stuck, I mean, it's like 15, I didn't take a picture of it because I was like ready to go. I was like ready to check out and hit the road, Jack. And they had all these like taped on the door of the Disney room. And we just walked on by them. I'm like, okay, good. You know, we're leaving. If it was day one, it'd be something else. Well, when we got to the front of the building, I decided we were going to go get a fill up for our mugs. And, you know, we had a couple of little credits left. We were going to, you know, wrap them up, blah, 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 and have one last sweep of our home away from home. And doggone it if I don't walk in and there's this big potted plant. And sitting inside the plant of the plant base was this right here. And I'm going to say who it's from because in case you are watching, and if you're not, maybe you know these people, but it says, you have been pixie dusted from the Gainey family. Brandon, I think that's Mississippi. It might be Missouri. It's MS. I don't know. But yeah, the Gainey family from Brandon MS, Mississippi, Missouri, whatever. I don't know what that one is. What is MS? Mississippi, Missouri? I don't know. And they have little things in it. And I'm sure it's more for like little kids. Look, there's some stickers. And of course, I'm going to give this to my grandson. Little rainbow scratchbook kind of thing here. And it looks like some little clips and some more stickers here and things of all that. So yeah, I got some pixie dust, even though I wasn't interested in the pixie dust on the door. And I told my mama, should I pick that up? And she's like, yeah. And I said, okay, I will do it. And I'm going to come back to Georgia and tell everybody that I was pixie dusted. Okay, that I was, let me put a better picture, that I was pixie dusted in Florida by the Gainey family. So thank you very much, Gainey family. I probably will never see you, but if you are watching by some miracle, comment, let me know, because this was awesome. Guys, I'm going to wrap it up here with this part of the video. This is part one. There's going to be a part two. In the part two, we'll wrap it up with the clearance items. Not clearance. We'll wrap it up with the other, on our last day, we decided to hit up one more store. And I can kind of tell you some stories about the toll booths and driving a whole entire day to these thrift shops and these vintage stores. Yeah, you'll have to come back and check out those. It was a very interesting trip on that. And then I'll bring up Buc-ee's, because we went to Buc-ee's on the way there and we went to Buc-ee's on the way out. And I was just going to show you everything I got. I got one item when we went there the first time, and it was like a madhouse. And when we left, I got some couple other little things that I thought were pretty cute. And guys, if you've never been to Buc-ee's, you need to go look it up and try to get to one. They're pretty cool. They're pretty cool. And I think they're getting to be pretty popular right now. So that is my this and that hodgepodge video with my Disney paraphernalia, my Dollar Tree haul, meeting up with Crazy, Mimi, Yup, and Steve. Linda, you are awesome. And yeah, whole bunch of hot mess going on. But guys, I wouldn't have traded it for the world. Can't make this stuff up. You really can't make it up. Thank you for letting me get this all out. It's been awesome to reminisce and revisit all the things that were happening. I haven't even really told you some of the other things, but we don't have the time. But come back for part two and we'll see what's going on. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Check to see if you're subscribed. And I'll see you back in part two. Bye, guys.